So I'd like to thank everyone for joining us today for this Zoom kind of site tour of our new online business-to-business platform that the OAN has been working on and created called Nursery Guide Live. We have did a long search and found a great partner in a company called Showmetry, who created this brand new platform during as these crazy times we've all been experiencing. And we are extremely impressed and excited to bring this to the Oregon Association of Nurseries, the membership, and of course our horticulture industry as another great opportunity to do business to business connections, increase your sales, and hopefully provide the best version of what we think a lifestyle show can do virtually right here. So first off, I'd like to introduce the staff that we have that will be doing the presentation and providing some questions and answers for us. My name is Alan Nemi. I'm with the OAN as their Director of Events, and I've got Zen Landis, who will be joining me, and she'll be walking us through the majority of the presentation here. And she is our OAN Event and Education Manager. And then our partners over at Showmetry, who have built this fantastic site. We have Tina Ferrillo on the line, and Jen Cafferty, and I believe Michelle Barron. And so they may be helping us out with some questions that we may not know, but we'll definitely want to use this opportunity to present to everyone what has been built and what the functions are and how your company can best utilize these functions to meet your needs. So real quick, if you have any questions, please go ahead and use the Zoom chat, the button at the bottom of your Zoom screen there, and put in your questions in there. I'll be monitoring that, and we'll get any questions taken care of throughout the presentation. And if everyone can also make sure that their microphones are on mute, that way we can just kind of avoid any background noise from coming in. So with that, Zen, do you want to begin walking us through the platform?
Yeah, so there's like so many features. This is unlike any platform you've ever seen before. So I'm gonna kind of go over it high level, very basic stuff. But like Alan said, if you have any questions or you want to see more in-depth demonstrations of specific features, just go ahead and let us know. And if it's like a really in-depth thing, I can do a private Zoom with you later, or just give me a call, email me anytime. So here we are. We're starting on the home page here. And this is just kind of like a basic overview just to show you, but a lot of these booths are just fake booths I've made to show them off. But when you start here, you can go down and search by plants, products, or services. So these are all the categories. You have to kind of click on them to see the different plants, etc. Or you can just kind of scroll down. They're all here on the home page too, and you can even scroll over like this to see which companies are in which categories. So I'm just gonna go in to my example booth here. This is Nursery Guide Test Booth. And yeah, like I said, this is just, I put in some information just to kind of show you guys what it looks like, but this isn't a real booth, it's just a fake booth. So we have who's in the booth. This is the staff. So this is Carl Linnaeus, that's me. I've made myself a fake booth staff. You can also schedule private video chats. So all the times that Carl is available to chat with you are right here, and you can schedule them. And we'll show you more about that later. Just basic information about your company. The exhibitor talks. We actually have one going on right now for this fake booth. So a demonstration of their products, and you can do anything you want here. So I did another one that's like a tour of the nursery. You could do that, just schedule a time to just walk around your nursery and show everybody what you have or what you're most excited about. Scrolling down, we have booth literature, so availability, catalogs, hot sheets, whatever you want to put here. We've got the show specials. So this booth paid for an upgrade and has a show special. And it's on down here on this product. You can see the little 10% off banner, but we also have this product, which I've built out a little bit more to show you. So you can put in a ton of information here. I only just did a little bit, but I included some photos. You can include photos of like the trunk caliper, whatever you think is important, whatever sets you apart that you want to show off, you can put in here. And it's up to, we get 6 pictures and 2 videos. And I even put a video in here. So I just found one about pruning Japanese maples and popped it in there. Yeah, so that's kind of an in-depth look at the product. I'm gonna, let's see, where should I go next? I will go back to the booth. And just to show you guys more, like I only put in 2 products, but you can have unlimited products here, as many as you want. The show specials are a paid upgrade, but the products are unlimited and the categories too. As many categories as you fit in, just go ahead and select them when you're creating your booth and they'll show up here. And on the home page, anywhere someone's looking for that specific category, your booth will be here.
So that's a great kind of additional point on this is your booth itself will show up, as Zen said, in multiple categories. So if you have shrubs, deciduous, and flowering, but then you also have flowering trees, for instance, or nursery stock, your booth, your identifier right here for people to find you, will be in each of those categories. So you're really not buying or getting into just one location. You have the opportunity to get in multiple locations depending on your products and services and how they match up with you for this particular platform.
And
Yeah,
Zen, you might want to pop into a category just to show everyone the difference
sure,
between
yeah,
a small and large exhibitor card
good
too.
call. So here, if I'm at annuals and perennials, I say see all. And then this is just all of the, so like we have some sponsored ones up here. And then you can see like the bigger cards. This is the, what we call the large exhibitor card if you've been looking at the booth setup guides. So yeah, you appear kind of all over the place once you're in a category. So there's many ways to find you.
Right, and there is the opportunity to sponsor a category so that you
Yeah,
have even more exposure for your nursery.
yeah, sponsored up here, and then you get some exposure here. Like I said, I just kind of put in some placeholders, but these opportunities are for any exhibitor. Even if you've already signed up, you can go in later and add them on.
So
And what's
one
great
of the
about
other things I just want to bring up, so you can sponsor the category here, which are the logos at the top. And then you can also be have a priority booth. And then as you go down, you'll always be listed first, and then everyone else will be listed afterwards. So that priority booth for that prime visibility is great. And the way that the Showmetry site works is everybody's randomized. So you don't have to worry if your name starts with a Z. You're not going to always be at the end, like Zen.
Yeah.
So really the category sponsors as well as those priority booths will be seen first, especially in a large category. That's really important.
Yeah, so like annuals, perennials, if we have a bunch of them in here, these would be the priorities here. So even if when we refresh the page, they're always going to come up in the first spots. It'll still randomize within the priority, but you get the highest exposure on that page. So, okay, where was I? I think it would be good to kind of dive into the search function now. So I'm going to search for Alan. And there he is. So it automatically started searching for a person, but you can switch it here, person name, company name, or product. So there's no product Alan's, but if we remove that, you can kind of see how the, you can kind of see all the different things that are available here. Like if I were to search for maple, comes up with the flowering maple and some other, maple trees. Anything that would pull that word comes up in the search. And okay, we're going to go back to the home page. Oh, so what's on now? This is my fake booth is having a booth event right now, and it shows up here on the home page. And it's not actually happening because Carl is busy, But if you wanted to just pop in and go, oh, there's a demonstration of our newest product, you could just join. And it pulls up kind of like a Zoom chat type of video. You do not have to download anything. It's built into the platform. I'll go over that a little bit more later, but I just wanted to show you because I saw it was popping up. So show specials. So you gain extra exposure on the homepage in the sliding ticker, like I was saying, and then you can go in and see all. And then once you're in here, if somebody just wanted to browse show specials, they could, and then go, oh, what's this? And go right into your booth to learn more about it. And okay, so we're back in the booth. Oh, I wanted to show you the scheduled private chat. So like I was showing earlier, you can go in and actually pick one of these time slots to schedule a one-on-one chat, or you can just, Carl's in the booth and you can click on Carl and be like, let's chat. And then I'm not going to do it right now because I'm logged in as him and it wouldn't work very well, but I took a video of it, and you guys won't be able to hear sound on this, but I'm going to play it anyways and just kind of describe it a little bit. But this is what it looks like. So, so I'm in here, I'm the booth staff. That's me, I'm Carl. And I had Bill, my coworker, go in and click direct chat. So he wants to chat with Carl. So I paused it here for a second, and then look, there it is, Bill's calling, and I can accept. And this is only available when you're online. So it wouldn't be just something happening all the time. You can only click direct chat. Oh, and there he is. Hi, Bill. And I type in, you can do type chat. You don't have to do video if you don't want to, but it's just like Zoom and it's all built in. You don't have to have anything separately downloaded. But I just wanted to show you guys what that looked like. So there's that feature. And that's pretty similar to how the in-booth events work too. So the exhibitor talks here.
Yeah, and then Zen, also during for that where it says scheduled private video chat, when the event is live, the 2 days of the event, and there's someone in the booth and they've checked in an exhibitor, when they say that they're in there, then that changes to live video chat, and somebody can go ahead and click on that, and it becomes a live video chat to connect with people.
Only if they're doing like a live chat. This schedule thing, yeah. But this schedule thing is a great way of doing it, so you don't have to be in the booth all day. You can say, I'm available. We recommend just doing like 15 to 30-minute increments here. But that way, anyone who pops in knows when you're available. You don't have to sit here like manning a booth all day. You can just be available to chat. And then if you're doing a live chat, this will say join chat or something like that. This little button right here. Okay, so I think I went over everything I wanted to look at in the front end. I'm gonna pull up, I'll pull up the what the back end kind of looks like for those of you who haven't seen it yet. So here's the back end of the test booth. This is where you enter in all the information, and we have a ton of videos about how to do all this, and I'm adding more all the time. But this is where you kind of customize your booth, all your images, anything you want to put. These are my booth literature, my availabilities. This is where I schedule my private chats and the booth events. That would be down here. So you can see the booth events that I've had, and you can even go down to, like, there's so many things to show you guys. I don't even know where to start. But the dashboard is a cool one because it shows you your analytics. So the geolocation, you won't get, the only emails you're going to get are from people who sign up from your email list or who choose to connect with you, just to protect people's information. But you will get tons of information about who's looking at your page, how many people, what they're looking at, what they're clicking on, which products they're clicking on. All that stuff is right here. And you don't have to get us to pull a report for you. It's just, you can see it in real time anytime you sign into your booth.
And then you can pull your own reports as well from that.
Yeah, pull your own reports.
Also, anyone that attends an in-booth networking session, you're going to get all their contact information from that as well.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so there is, there's ways to get emails, but a lot of these analytics are more like numbers, kind of an overview of who's interacting with your booth and how.
Mhm. And then if people download your downloadable files as well, like if you have your catalog or order form, you will also receive the analytics or the contact information for those people as well. Is that correct, Jen?
Not the contact information. You will see how many people downloaded
Okay.
a particular PDF.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
have that here because nobody's done it in my booth yet, but yeah, you would have that here.
Zen, if you click on newsletters, that button really, the name is going to change, but that's where you can download all of the emails that people entered in as well. So it's just very easy. It's a downloadable CSV file, and you'll get all the contact information right there with all their information. So really easy for you to keep track of who connected with you
Yeah.
in a simple format.
Yes.
Zen, can you click on product page setup real quick? Yeah, so again, really easy here. You can add a product, edit a product. If you made a mistake, you're out of a product, maybe you ran out, you want to take it down. Or better yet, change the text and say, contact us. We're currently, out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything
For
is
this,
very editable on the fly.
definitely. For this one, I just put in something kind of like it is on Nursery Guide. So available in liners, containers, and B&B. And then I said, reach out to staff for pricing and availability. So totally customizable, whatever you want to do here. And we do have videos. Actually, I'll pull that now. Our Exhibitor Resources page, if you haven't seen this yet, this is super helpful. I have a bunch of videos about, there's like a PDF that tells you all the dimensions, everything you need, go over setting up a virtual booth, transferring your listings for Nursery Guide from nurseryguide.com if you're an OAN member who already has a Nursery Guide profile, customizing products, show specials, and we even entered in some information. So if you just want to promote to your, social media or customers that you're going to be here, you can just copy paste this, download some graphics. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for you to spread the word and get excited about it.
Zen, can you give a little more information about the ability to transfer their listings from
That I
Nursery Guide?
can. So I logged into HC Companies because they're one of our sponsors here. So if I were to want to transfer over all my listings from nurseryguide.com to my Nursery Guide Live virtual booth, I just go in here to renew my listings, which you would be doing this time of year anyways to make sure you get in the printed catalog. And then go down and just click the button, Nursery Guide Live. And so we're doing these uploads in batches because we're doing them every Tuesday and Thursday. So if you go in, select the stuff, it won't pop up right away, but it will several times in a week, we're going to upload it. And it uploads basic information. So, Nursery Guide has information about the plants, description, zone, things like that, common name, botanical name. This is just products. So there's actually not a ton of information here, but this would be a really easy way to get started. And then you can go into your booth and customize it, add all the information you want to know,
And then you
all
can
that stuff.
add in your images as well, because images will not be transferred over if you have any
Yeah,
images in your listings with nurseryguide.com. But it definitely, like Zen said, gives you a great head start with getting your product information into your virtual booth space, which will cut down a lot of valuable time for you and just make the process easy. That's one of the things that we are so excited about with this particular platform compared to other platforms that we've experienced, is that the process for exhibitors for setting up your booth, for creating all of the product listings you can have in there, having unlimited products in there, not being limited to just a certain number. All of that is fairly easy. And once we understand that there's apprehension at getting that first couple started, but once you do, kind of get that rhythm going, it really flows really quickly, and you can make just an extremely polished booth for buyers to come in and really know what you're offering and the benefits of your product, and so easily connect with you live right there, or schedule a virtual meeting with you that hopefully will this is making it as close, like I said, as close as we can to a live experience, for our folks. And as we're all kind of dealing with the pandemic issues at hand, but we're it should be just a really good opportunity for folks through this.
Then while you're sitting right there, I just have one comment. During the live show days, we were talking about the booth chats versus these private video chats. So at the times when you choose to be in your booth, when the attendees are there, it will look like similar to this, but what Zen showed with a Zoom call. And it's just like they're standing at the booth talking to you. You know, multiple people can be involved in the conversation. Obviously, if you want to have a private conversation, you can do that as well. It's very simple. But really, a neat feature where it's just like people are standing at your booth and you can actually see them and talk with them again, which is going to be great.
Yeah, there's even more involved. You can do like live streams from your booth if you have a Vimeo, like a paid Vimeo account. I'm not going to go into that today. I'm just going to kind of show you guys that this is what's built in the video chat, and it's super easy and just a great way to connect with people who, you know, we don't get to see in person right now. So yeah, I think it might be about time to open it up to questions if we have any, or if anyone has any things they want to.
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions?
I'm going to answer the chat questions while you guys are talking.
Okay.
So
Right now, yeah, if you look in the chat, someone talks about the what are the image dimensions, and why don't
So
you go into that, Zen,
yeah,
real quick
so
on the
let me,
booth?
well, first of all, I didn't bring it up, but there is a really great website. It's like online. It's called canva.com, and you can sign up for for free, get the free trial for a month, and you can resize images really easily and just use like their stock images too. So don't worry if you don't have a ton of images. Also, like just cell phone pictures are fine. I think that's how a lot of nurseries do their availability, is they go out in the yard and take pictures of their actual product, because that's what buyers want to see, is not like an idealized picture, but this is what the plant that you're buying looks like. So you have the option of putting in, you know, the prettiest pictures and then just like the realest pictures from your nursery. And they're 480 by 480 for the product images, which I have in the booth guide, which is on the Exhibitor Resources page. Let me pull that up. You can download this on this page, and it tells you every single dimension for everything. So all the little details are here, all the fine print. I know it looks like a lot, but it's, once you get the hang of it, it's not that hard. It's just making sure that they're the right dimensions using Canva, or if you already have like a graphic designer person that you can use, that works too.
And then there's only 5 different sizes. I think that's important. Even though you may have so many images, there's only 5 different sizes you need to worry about.
Exactly. Yeah. So, oops, that took me somewhere I didn't expect. But yeah, this gives you all like the very, very, you know, deep in-depth detail, but there's really not that many dimensions to remember once you start building your booth. It's 480 by 480 for products. For your exhibitor cards in your booth, 300 by 300, and then 400 by 300. And then your logos 160 by 160. So I think that's pretty much
And then
it.
the hero image, that's it.
Yeah, the hero image is in here somewhere. That one's
1440 by 646.
yeah. And once you start, like if you go into Canva, resize all your images, it's super easy to do, and just save them to your computer, upload whatever you want. Oh, the booth hero image can also be a video. I didn't show you guys that, but that first picture, when you go into a booth, this can be a video of.
You can go into HC companies. I know that they have a video.
Oh yeah,
that
they
they've
do.
built into theirs.
Yeah, so they have a nice video that they put in, and we have instructions on how to do this too. But yeah, I just kind of have this one as an example of what that looks like. And I'm trying to check out all, okay, image dimensions is the first question.
Yeah, and then the next question, Zen, is do we have a service booth mock-up? I don't think we do.
I don't
That's
think I
specific to
made
services.
one. No, because when I started doing these mock-up booths, I was really just trying to kind of put them in here to give examples, but I didn't really build them out for specific industries. That would be a lot of work, so I didn't have time to do that. But I mean, it would be the same. It would be exactly the same as doing a nursery booth, I guess, except for your products would probably be more like, maybe you'd have fewer of them, or maybe you would just include different information in here.
Tina, can you talk to how our service providers, we run a gluten-free show, and how like the service providers set up their booths
So
versus,
do you mean like Gig Gen or something along
yeah,
those
like Gig
lines?
or Dr. Khan or somebody, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they would just put in their products as maybe they have a free brochure, or they have, you know, Dr. Khan had services on healthcare in some way, shape, or form. So he would add that as a product and put some information in and some images about that. Does that help at all? I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, it's so customizable. I feel like if you're primarily doing services, maybe I'd rely more on these demonstrations or anything, any of the other ways you can flesh out your booth to really interact with people. You can go search for the people you're looking for and connect with them. I'll show you so once again, this is Carl, and he has connected with one person here. This thing's gonna go away. This is like a gamification thing we're not doing, but you can see if someone's online and like chat with them, everything like that. So, or you can just search for people and start going through and making connections that way. Yeah, so let's see, okay, service was the next question from Ron. And then where does someone sign up with their contact information from Michaela? Do you mean like?
She said that it was answered.
Oh, okay,
You're just
sorry.
going around
I'm like
she got
trying to
that
catch
answered. No,
up
that's okay.
here.
So the if we don't have any more questions, if you think of more questions, please let us know. But Tina or Jen, are there any other aspects that you think we should really highlight for our members?
I think, oh,
Go
sorry.
ahead. No, you go ahead, Tina. This is
Well,
your
I was going to
domain.
say, I think the networking sessions is probably one of the biggest things for your industry. And it's because it allows you to talk back and forth. You can have up to 60 people in a networking session. You can invite buyers, join my networking session, email them, you know, at this time, so that you could really talk to them like they're standing in your booth. I think that's one of the biggest things. I also think having people sign up for your newsletter ads, attending your talks, you're going to really collect a lot more data than you might collect at a live show. So that's been very valuable when we run our consumer facing shows.
And I believe, I could be wrong here, and Alan and Zen correct me, you know, the sign up, I know a lot of you don't have necessarily an e-newsletter. If you do, you know, that's great. But I do think we're changing the text on there to read, you know, share your information with our company or you know, and or sign up for our e-newsletter.
Yeah.
Right.
Anybody watching the Nursery on Facebook?
I thought I heard someone there, but
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that Lori? Can you just repeat that, please?
Basically, but it kind of tells you, like, you know, where to look at your stuff and what all they're
I'm sorry, your audio is not coming through clearly on that. Would you be able to type your question into the chat function there at the bottom of your screen, and we can answer your question through the chat, or at least see your question?
yeah. And I know this seems like a lot. I didn't even go over all the things it can do, but like I said, I'm always here to help you guys. I've been making lots of test booths, and we've been refining things as we go, trying to make sure that it suits your needs. So this is a really new type of platform. And if you ever have any questions, or even want to do like a one-on-one Zoom with me like this, where I just show you how to do something, just let me know.
And then Zen, if you can go back to the home page really quick. Just want to kind of do a little more highlights of the sponsorship opportunities as well.
Right.
We could laid out, you know, what is there for exhibitors, but for the sponsors, we have 3 sponsorship levels that we're doing. One is the presenting sponsors. HC Companies is one of those, and then we have your company here right next to them. That's on the header. That's always there for all the pages, and so that is a direct link going back to
links to their website.
Goes right back to the company's website. Is a great way to drive traffic there to your individual website. But it also, as you scroll down for the presenting sponsors, they're the very first ones who are listed there on the home page for the absolute maximum exposure there on consistently for everyone. And then we have our category sponsors, and category sponsors would be the first ones listed right there in that category itself. And we have a limit of 4 that would be in there for the category sponsors. And then directly after the category sponsors would be if you want to be a priority booth for the just the $200 upgrade, then that gets you into that next grouping right there of the listings of the exhibitors. And then after the priority booths is just all the regular exhibitors that are in there. But it really does provide a good opportunity for folks to really showcase and promote your companies in throughout the event there, and is very affordable. I mean, one of the things that our OEN wanted to do was make this a very affordable opportunity to have a business opportunity leading into the spring season or the year 2021. And so for members, a booth space starts at only $449. And with that, you get everything that you see here, as far as the regular booths that Zen was going through in the booth space itself. And then you can add in, a booth special for $50 a piece, and you can have numerous booth specials that are, findable right there off the homepage. And um, it really
Oh yeah,
is pretty
specials.
simple, but at the same time, it gives a lot of good opportunities for folks to enhance what they're trying to accomplish throughout the site.
Zen, can you go up to the menu for me on the upper
Oh
right
sure.
corner?
Yeah. Sorry, I have my Zoom here on
So
the
there
side.
will be a menu bar across the page. It's getting added in right now, but this again, people can go and see the discounts and show specials. Those booth events or those exhibitor talks that we were talking about, those networking talks would be listed there. So pretty easy for people to find anything. The way that the site is set up is it says register when something hasn't happened yet, and then it will switch to join if it's live, and then afterwards, it says watch. So
Mhm.
I think you guys had another question in the chat.
Yeah, so Jay Sanders asks us how much marketing has taken place to possible attendees, and are we getting some interest from others in the U.S.? The answer is yes. Our marketing is now increasing as we have our media buys starting to roll out right now toward attendees in here, and also to drive more exhibitors here to participate within this event. And so we are expecting many others from around the U.S., of course, just because of the virtuality of this being a virtual event, and getting a lot of folks engaged with this.
And registration's free for attendees, by the way. I don't know if we mentioned that, but yeah, if you are just an attendee and we're going to have 2 keynote sessions, which we're going to start promoting heavily next week. But as an attendee, all you have to do is go in and sign up, and then you can visit, interact, do anything you want. So I think we're going to get a lot more attendees than some other shows where they were charging per person.
Great.
I think we just got another
Yep.
chat.
And then Ron is asking, how many companies are we expecting? Well, this is a new event, and we're definitely expecting, to hopefully get over 100 exhibitors within this. But it is something that we've got a couple dozen right now, and we're just trying to get more, especially with our members who are, looking for opportunities, that are an expensive opportunity to really showcase your products and services out there. Um, Especially in these times when we don't have the live events. We are still in plans of doing our Far West show in August. We all know that we're still kind of seeing what the possibilities are of actually holding a live show, but we are in planning that. And so this doesn't replace the Far West show. This is something that we wanted to do that really augments. So we have this show that would be in the winter months, and then we would have our actual live show, the Far West show, being at the end of August. This year, of course, being August 18th through the 20th. So that's kind of where we're at with what our expectations are for this.
Yeah. And
Another
nurse,
thing,
oh, sorry.
I was just going to say real quickly, another thing that I think is important to know, a couple questions that have come up in other conversations that we've had is, who knows what's going to happen with COVID? We all want to get back to live shows and seeing people and interacting again. But if we have to do this again for any other future shows, the booth that you're building now will be transferable to the next show. So you're not going to have to rebuild this every time if we have to be doing this kind of thing more in the future. And the platform also works as a hybrid model. So for a live show to have an online portion, which is really great to have that. Yes, I met you there and I can go back on the site and find everything, which is helpful. One of the questions that comes up a lot is, especially as an exhibitor, is my information just out there for everybody to see? And am I going to start getting spammed with the, thousands of people that are going to come on you know, and try and interact? And you have to accept people's requests. It's just like LinkedIn. So they'll say, I'd like to connect with you. And you say, yes, I'd like to connect with you. And you also, as an exhibitor, you can go in as an attendee and look at everything as well. I know a lot of you are exhibitors, but also buyers. And so there's that interaction there where you can request to connect with anybody. And then once you do connect, you'll have all that information going back and forth, which is really great. Another thing within each user profile is, if anybody goes in, they can check off the exhibits the booths that they want to see. So ahead of time, they can go in and remember, just like any, the live show apps work, as well as if they attend any sessions, download any materials, that's going to be in their user profile. So they don't have to remember everything. I do want you, when you sign up for your booth, and if you want to have that information that you're going to upload for them to take home, because you can't hand out literature, so they're going to download your files. Put the name of your company first. Otherwise, it's going to say order form. Well, whose order form is it? Because as we know, when we download into our computers, the name is just there. So if you can say Woodburn Nursery order form, then they'll know it's the Woodburn Nursery order form and not, another one. So those little things will really be helpful to you.
Great. And I got it. Yes, Antonio, yes, I can definitely contact you and discuss more details to match up with what your needs are for this particular opportunity. So no problem.
Okay.
But are there any more questions out there? Because I know we're definitely want to mind everyone's time, but we also want to allow as many questions and answers there to make sure everyone has a full understanding of just what can be accomplished and achieved through this really wonderful website.
Even if you don't have a question, does anybody have a concern where you're like, I don't know how I'm going to do that, or how does that work, or what have you seen in other shows, and how has that I can't think of the word, feature really work in the real world? So I'm happy to answer anything
Because
like
I
that.
have heard some feedback from some of our members that their experience in previous virtual shows has been a little more flat. And that's one of the things that we're excited about with this particular platform, is that it does have so much more vibrant opportunities, not just in how you present your company, how you present your products, but how you interact, with the people live right there, to not have to maybe do, text chats the whole time, or kick over to only email, conversations. You're really able to make it as if you're in a live event, a live booth, that gives you the much better interaction to hopefully, as you've got that person, that potential buyer captured, you're able to immediately, connect with them and meet their needs. So, okay. Well, I'm not seeing any more questions coming up, but once again, I want to thank everyone. Thank Showmetry for all their great work at creating this brand new platform and really working with us to customize it for our event that we've got going on. And Zen, thank you for all your great work and kind of running through the different components of this online platform for us. And once again, we really encourage everyone, to go. We've got nurseryguide.com live, or I'm sorry, nurseryguidelive.com to go to, where you can sign up for your booth. You can send people to sign up to attend for the show, and attendance is free. That's one of the great things about this too. We're not charging for any attendees or any of the exhibitor staff to be part of this, any additional. It's all free for people to come into this. They just need to register to gain access to it. But it's there's so many different ways. And then of course, if you have any need for a sponsorship to enhance your promotions and visibility within this, please let me know, reach out to me, and we'll be more than happy to get you all set and ready for the event coming up in just a few weeks. So
All right.
thank you all. And if you have any further questions, please let us know. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thanks,
All right.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Chad went to the bathroom.
Yeah. Great. Well, Jen, thank you. I greatly appreciate
Oh,
everything
thank
there.
you.
Actually, we're recording, so I'm going to end this meeting so we can, and then I'll talk to you in a minute.
Yeah.